Marcus Reed was only 19, but in his neighborhood, he was known as the boy who always helped the elderly carry groceries, the one who tutored kids after school, and the young man who never passed by without a smile. To everyone, Marcus was hope wrapped in skin. But one night, a robbery turned violent downtown. The victim survived, but the description given, a tall young black man with a hoodie, was all the police needed. They came from Marcus. At first, the community thought it was a mistake. But then the whispers grew louder. Maybe he's not who he thought. The newspapers painted him as guilty before the trial even began. On the day of his trial, the courtroom was packed. The prosecutor spoke with fire, waving a grainy CCTV still that matched Marcus. His mother wept silently. His neighbors looked on, their faces torn between fear and faith. Then, one by one, community members stood. Mrs. Henderson, the church deaconess, said, "This boy was fixing my fence the night that crime happened." Jamal, a childhood friend, added, "He was at the youth center with us, teaching kids math." Testimony after testimony painted Marcus not as a criminal, but as a cornerstone of the community. Still, the judge's gavel loomed. The jury seemed ready. Marcus's heart pounded. Was truth not enough? Just as the verdict was about to be read, a clerk burst into the courtroom with a USB drive. "Your Honor, new evidence." The judge allowed it. The screen flickered to life. A high-definition street camera from across the block showed the real robber, shorter, stockier, with a limp, nothing like Marcus. And there, in the same frame, time-stamped, was Marcus at the youth center, laughing with kids. Gasps filled the courtroom. The prosecutor froze. The jury exchanged wide-eyed glances. But then came the twist. The real criminal, already under investigation for other crimes, had deliberately framed Marcus. He had planted Marcus's lost student ID at the crime scene days earlier. The police had fallen for the trap. The judge's voice rang. Case dismissed. Marcus Reed is free. The courtroom erupted in cheers. Strangers hugged. Marcus's mother collapsed into his arms, whispering, "I knew the truth would stand." As Marcus walked out, reporters swarmed. He didn't speak of anger or revenge. He simply said, "They try to break me with lies, but my community carried me with truth. That's why I'm still standing." The crowd cheered louder than before. Marcus had entered the courtroom as an accused, but he left as a symbol. Proof that even in the darkest trials, truth and unity could set a man free.